Good morning, my friends. 17th November 2020. Judge not, lest. When philosophy is wielded with arrogance and stubbornly, it is the cause for the ruin of many. Let philosophy scrape off your own faults rather than be a way to rail against the faults of others. When philosophy is wielded with arrogance and stubbornly, it is the cause for the ruin of many. Let philosophy scrape off your own faults rather than be a way to rail against the faults of others. Seneca from Moral Letters. And what the author is talking about here is the basic message is how Stoic philosophy focuses on inwards. There's nothing in Stoic philosophy that teaches us to act in an outward fashion. It's all about ourselves rather than trying to solve the faults of others, because being aware of that's people have their problem. We all have our own problems, and it's basically just accepting the faults of others rather than trying to fix them. Because what happens if you don't do that is you possibly could get angry with someone, frustrated, irritated, distressed about how someone is acting, behaving, and it's being aware of like how is that serving you, how is that going for you, because yes, we can't control other people, how other people act. We can only control our own actions. So that's very much the teaching of Stoic philosophy, of just accepting rather. And once we begin to accept the faults of others, you might notice that you might be more kind, and it's not helping them. Stoic philosophy is very encouraging of helping other people, but it's not sort of being frustrated with other people's faults. It's accepting that that's the way it is, and just focusing on your own faults. Because Marion finishes here that we have a lot of our own faults, so it's crucial, it's key to give yourself care, put yourself as a priority put your self-care as a priority rather than caring for other people. And I think that's know a lot of people who tend to put other people before them, their care before other people, which is they think they're, they believe they're being polite, and I love them for that, and but sometimes we can sort of try and help other people as a sort of a distraction of our own faults, and it's sort of like an escape. So it's reflecting on that, and yeah, once you have begun to rectify your own faults, will you be in a better position to help other people? Probably yes. And yeah, so for example, in my experience, in the past I've sort of got emotional and irritated and frustrated, distressed about how someone is acting around me, and when I felt like I was being, when I was employed by TUI, a few years ago, I felt as though I was being bullied, and I'd get sort of dragged around with that other person's, how that other person was acting, rather than just accepting, that their faults and that's who they are, and just loving them for that, and being a calm space, a space of acceptance. And yeah, as I said couple of videos before that, once you're in that space, you will respond in a more positive manner, and respond in line with your values. So yeah, I encourage you to use philosophy, as Seneca says, to scrape off your own faults rather than other people's. And I'll catch you again soon.